Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. And once again, I'm doing another live stream, live commentary here on StreamYard of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, the fifth movie in the franchise. I sent my friend a link in the description, so in my Gmail, so he can join me, hopefully. If he can't, then I'll just do this by myself. I love this movie. This is one of my favorites of 2015. It's a great action film. It was the first time we saw Christopher McQuarrie tackle the franchise after Brad Bird left after he did Ghost Protocol. It's a great follow-up to that. And even though Paula Patton did not come back for this one, we got a brand new edition of a girl that I absolutely adore. I absolutely adore her, everything that she's done mostly. And that is Rebecca Ferguson as Ilsa Faust. I'm going to say this right now so that if my friend does join me, he doesn't have to hear this again. Hello, Junebug Films. This character, Ilsa Faust, is what Rey should have been in the rehash trilogy in the last decade. No superpowers, badass, a woman with an accent, light skin, and can fight and also has a personality. And you don't know what side she's on. That's basically, if you see this movie and you see Fallout, that's what Rey should have been. Not some OP, overpowered freaking false messiah with no training and no likability and no vulnerability. Ilsa has that, and we'll get to that. This is not a review. This is a live stream. Cruise is great in this movie. Jeremy Renner's good. Simon Pegg is good. Even Alec Baldwin, they added him in the mix, and he's great. Villain is kind of hit and miss. You have Solomon Lane, played by, what was his name? Sean Harris. He has a voice like this. Oh, I have a voice like this. That's him the whole time. So if you guys don't like people that sound like Peter Lorre, yeah, he basically sounds like that, Peter Lorre with a British accent. But let's get started, guys. I got it at 0.02. If you have the movie, join me in the chat. And if you want, if Josh is going to join me, I'll just, I invited him. So he can't say I didn't try. So here we go. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And warning, there's going to be a lot of spoilers here. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it right now. And there's going to be a lot of reaction towards Rebecca because, again, I'm a huge fan, guys. Paramount did a great job. I'm glad that this movie got made. The only person that worked on this movie I don't care for is J.J. Abrams. And you know why, guys. You know why. But he only produced these movies. That's why he didn't get his filthy hands on it. See some crackers. Skydance. Oh, forgot. I'm gonna need this. To me, Rey has the problem that she is Superman before they introduced Kryptonite to the universe, and that was not introduced until 1941 during the radio show. More like Supergirl. The problem is they didn't give her a personality. This woman right here, they actually dress her as a woman. She's not wearing sandy-colored BS hobo outfits. You leave it alone. This movie's awesome, man. Cruise can still do the stunt work. I know my friend didn't want me to mention the rehash trilogy, but I just did it in the intros to get it out of the way. And by the way, people are wondering what I'm thinking of the 7th and the 8th movie. I'm interested, but I don't care about Vanessa Kirby. She was the worst thing in the last movie, and I'll get to that when I do my podcast for Mission Impossible Fallout. Worst character in the movie. She does nothing. She stabs a guy, runs, talks to Tom Cruise, kisses him, and then she shows up at the end. That's the character. Oh, I got a boner now. Yeah. Ilsa Faust for the win. Again, this is what that hobo should have been. That's all I'm going to say. And this movie looks great. McQuarrie knows how to direct. He did the first Jack Reacher movie. I just hope the eighth movie they could bring back. Yeah, at least Vanessa Kirby was hot. No, I disagree, Junebug. I don't think she's attractive. This woman is. I like brunettes more than blondes. That's why I'm not a fan of Margot Robbie either. Sorry. There's Cruz running. Run, baby, run. You jump on that plane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These movies get me pumped, guys. I watch it for Cruz to jump off crazy shit. I mean, there was a lot of the women in this franchise were very hit and miss. I didn't like Kristen Scott Thomas in the first movie or Tandy Newton in the second movie. They wasted Kerry Russell in the third one, then because of Abrams. Loved Paula Patton. That was when I started loving the characters. I like Michelle Monaghan in the third one. Maggie Q in the third one. And I love Ilsa Faust. This is the only woman that's been in more than 2 films and does something. Okay, fair enough. I like blondes as girls blonde. Yeah, I get it. I like blondes too. I love Scarlett Johansson. She's the queen bee. Nobody can top her. She's the most gorgeous woman in the MCU that's blonde. End the story. And everybody said Mad Max Fury Road was the best action movie of 2015. Guess again, this movie's way better. It's not a remake of Rogue Warrior. It's not a remake with a feminist agenda where Furiosa has to be the lead, not Max. Furiosa. Fuck Furiosa. Don't care about a prequel. They're going to get another actress to play her. I don't care. Bridget Bardot, pretty good looking. Yeah, she's a good looking French chick. She's an old actress. I know. I know my taste. I love brunettes. They're my kind of raven hair, brown hair. That does it for me. If you look around my room, once I have electricity again. And these movies aren't boring. Fallout was almost 2.5 hours, the same running time as Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to just say that. And it's not boring. All of these movies are kind of a MacGuffin movie. China Movie Channel. Woo! Too soon. These movies are awesome. There you are, my gorgeous, gorgeous goddess, you. Ugh. Mm. And they're like, wait a minute, her accent does it for you and not this girl's? Because she actually has a soothing voice. There it is. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I saw this in the theater, by the way. London, England. Blah. Not a fan. And by the way, she was born in Sweden, not the UK. Only one of her parents is from there. So she's only half. That's better than nothing. That's better than full. I'm sick of Brits being in everything. They don't need to be in everything, guys. You have your own channel. You have your own production. Stay there. Stop invading our freaking films. Star Wars never needed any more Brits after the prequels. Just saying. I thought it was funny when people said that a sequel is a remake of a previous film. This movie's nothing like Ghost Protocol. It's nothing like it. It's a completely different film, and it goes in a new direction, has a new villain that comes back in the next movie. Because in the fourth movie, the Swedish actor was not it. But I'm not from Sweden. I'm American. I'm from Kansas. Cool, Junebug. Nice to meet you, man. I'm from New York City. Hey, I like Rebecca Ferguson because I'm Swedish. She's gorgeous, guys. Look at that face. Look at it. Look at that gorgeous face. She makes me melt like a candle, dude. A remake previous entry of View to Kill is basically a remake of Goldfinger, and some people like that movie. I think it's a guilty pleasure. It's stupid, but the one I don't like is Never Say Never Again. That's basically a remake of Thunderball, and it's just a watered down version from the 80s. And Connery was way too old by then. I met some Swedes when I was 16. I wasn't the biggest fan because I was an angsty teen, but hey, the women there can be very beautiful. I must say. And I love the gadgets in these movies. Like in the Bond movies, you have like computer screens, and you have laptops, and you have robots, and you have face masks, and all that is great. Good stuff. And I love that the plot is intricate. It's not some been there, done that plot like some of the recent Fast and the Furious movies. The Syndicate. Who doesn't? I choose to accept it. I want to see the seventh and eighth movies before Cruz is 60 years old. We don't get one of these movies every year. We will in the next 2 years after Corona's gone. Cruz has been the only actor in this whole franchise, like from beginning to end, because Ving Rhames was barely he was in a cameo in the fourth movie, which I'm like, that was a waste. They literally put him on screen just so he could say he was in all of the movies. But again, if you don't give him something to do, don't put him in the freaking movie. Give him something to do. There he is, Sean Harris, Christopher McQuarrie, and Drew Pearce. Good writers. They know how to write an interesting story. McQuarrie is he's like the American Christopher Nolan for me. His movies are long, but they have a purpose for that. Washington D.C. Yes. Alec Baldwin. I do like him as the host of Match Game. I've been watching that over the years. It's a good host. Jeremy Renner. Yeah, he wasn't in Fallout because he was doing Endgame, so I give him a pass for that. And because he got hurt doing that movie Tag, which I want nothing to do with that movie because it injured him and it wasn't worth it. That movie was forgotten. The Kremlin. See, continuity. That's not a suggestion, guy. That's not optional. That's something that needs to be in the sequel. It's called continuity. You continue the things that happened in the past. You at least reference it. You don't act like it never happened. We're about 10 minutes in, I think. Yeah, 11 minutes in. We still got 2 hours to go, guys, so bear with me. Because I miss Paula Patton. She didn't do this movie because she was doing Warcraft. And she was a hot green chick in that, too. That's what I've seen. Because, hey, she's half black and half white. That's hot to me. She's like if The Rock was female and filled with estrogen. And I wouldn't have it any other way. You're not going to have a transgender person as a Mission Impossible girl, Just not going to happen. And I'm not political, guys. I'm not doing that for that. Okay. They're always in trouble in every movie. Even in the first film, they're always in trouble. There's shirtless Cruz, yeah. This is where we get to meet Ilsa Faust for the first time. The only reason that she didn't get sexy in Fallout is because she was pregnant with a girl, with a baby, so she wasn't able to do flips and things. But she tried her best, though. This is the one where she shines the most, though. There she is. Oh my God! And she has an introduction. She's not wearing a stupid mask or goggles or stealing from someone else. Yeah. Key. I'm Looking forward to seeing her play Lady Jessica in Dune. Absolutely. She's a gorgeous woman. They give her a hoodie. It's official. She looks like a Star Wars character. Look at that face, guys. And she's young. She's only going to be 37 in October. She's only 2 years older than me. And this woman could take, she makes taking her shoes off sexy, guys. I never thought I would say that, but man, oh my God. I wish Bryce Dallas Howard did that in Jurassic World. See, she doesn't say a word and she got my attention. Because Lady Jessica, that's my sister's name, Jessica. Dune, I'm interested in seeing. It's coming out in December. I'm so glad that there's no more, Star Wars movies in December for a while. Dune basically is going to be what Force Awakens should have been, just like I said, because I've been waiting for a good sci-fi movie in December for a long time since Tron Legacy. So yeah, it's not hard to ask for, guys. Aquaman was really good in December of 2018. Yeah, Tom Cruise is not a tall man, but he gets the job done, guys. No YouTuber named Zero Cool 89. I'm only asked because I'm a fan of his. I've heard of him, but I'm not the John. I'm not a fan of that guy. He's very boring. I don't know what it is. It's just he talks like this, and I'm like, lighten up a little bit, guys. Be animated. Look at my face. I got many different expressions. I'm not white bread. I'm not toast. I'm not the toast of YouTube. I'm actually animated. God, her voice is so sexy. I used to watch Zero Cool, and then I lost interest because I'm like, if all you're gonna do on YouTube is be a whiny, complaining little bitch, then you shouldn't be on YouTube anymore. I complain when it's warranted, like when there's a horrible remake or sequel coming out that I don't look forward to. But it's a new decade. Just because this year was problematic doesn't mean it's going to be the worst decade ever. There's still 9 years to go, guys. 9. Yeah, the subtitles I don't really care for, but it's very short. Yes, here it comes. Here she comes, her first action scene. Again, no superpowers. Hmm. Hey, don't pull her hair. I love her hair. Cruz does this stunt. I don't know how he did that. He's going up the pipe like with his arms like this. It's crazy, man. Hmm. And this is way better than that woke Charlie's Angels movie that came out last year. I'm so glad she's coming back for Mission Impossible 7. Just don't kill her off, guys. You got a great character here. Don't pull a freaking Force Awakens and kill her off in the first 10 minutes or whatever, or Born Supremacy, where you had a good character in Famke Potente and then she's dead in the first 20 minutes. That really sucked in the Born Supremacy. That was awesome. No, this is their first time working together. Jack Reacher had that waste of space, Rosamund Pike, who I don't like that fish. No, I don't eat pike. Hmm. How did she get an Oscar nomination for Gone Girl? You play a crazy woman. Yeah, I've seen that already. It's called Fatal Attraction. Your face is golden, my love. Yeah. And Cruz has to run with his shirt off. But unlike in Twilight, where it's laughable, here they took his shirt off for some reason. The guy can still act. It's been around since the 80s, and the guy still got the chops. Device is not connected. Wait. Here comes Josh. Okay. At the stream. Welcome, Josh. Welcome. We're about 15 minutes in, or almost 20 minutes in. Hello, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your glasses? Can you see? I can hear you. How far are you in? I'm about 18 minutes in.
So I just got up.
Okay. Well, I just started the movie, so I can pause it so you can catch up a little bit. I was in the chat with a guy named Junebug Films. I just met him, so he's the only one in the chat so far.
Okay, I'll be commenting through the chat anyway as we're watching, but I'll also be talking as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Fallout, I'll just set a time so that you could be here a lot earlier. Because I'm doing it the 27th. Unless there's like a storm or something, then I'll reschedule it. But hopefully, July 27th, we'll do Fallout. And it's really long, so it would be good if you could come a little earlier. I know it's over there. It's like 1:00. So, but over here it's 2:00 because our time zones are different. Man, this movie still holds up. 5 years later, and it feels like a movie that came out last year.
And we already introduced Ilsa, Rebecca.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, my facial expressions will start. You'll see it later when this is uploaded. I think one science fiction movie that could work if it's definitely based on a book is John Carter. If Disney doesn't have their hands on it, because last time Disney did John Carter, it was awful. It was so boring, and the opening made no sense, Josh. I was like so confused when that movie started. There's like a giant battle in space, and there's like, and now thingy, and it's like, ooh, thingy, and I'm like, and the opening credits, I'm like, that had nothing to do with John Carter. That had to do with like some people in Mars, and I'm like, it was so confusing and weird. Now they're in Havana. We're about 20 minutes in. CIA. Now we're in VA. Well, that was like 2 seconds.
And if you do hear
Asian girl. Yeah, they showed up an Asian girl for like 2 seconds because China Films. I think they distributed the film. Hold on. Yeah,
they did.
They did. John Carter, if they do another one, don't start with a battle where Carter's not even in the movie, because that just doesn't make any sense. It started like a Star Wars prequel with no explanations, just bam. We have a ton of action, but we don't know what's going on. And I'm like, I want to know what's going on. Here, I knew what was going on. They're getting on the plane, to get the package or whatever, and then they move on. And there's Cruz with a beard, yeah. I wonder what he's going to look like in part 7. There's the Eiffel Tower. Okay, Juma, do you know what actor who I really thought really sucks was Joel Kinnaman? Yeah, he's horrible. In the RoboCop remake, I couldn't stand him, Junebug. I was so bored and let down by that. I'm like, it was the worst film I saw that year in 2014. It was unnecessary and it was boring, the RoboCop remake. Emo Cop.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Why some people like it, I have no idea. I was just bored. I was like a PG-13 watered down of a classic that it still exists. It's not like it's out of print. And I just saw the sequel too. There's a sketch of Elsa Foss's gorgeous face. Yeah. Oh, this is Simon Pegg playing the video games. Oh, he really sucked even in the TV show he did before the RoboCop remake, The Killing. Yeah, also sucked in Suicide Squad. He's going to come back for the sequel. I don't know why. Halo 5. Let's play Xbox One. That's great. That just cracks me up. Wait, was that the Xbox or the Xbox One? Let me go back a little bit. That was the hold on. Hey, the Xbox One. Yeah, I wanted to make sure it wasn't the 360. So what part are you up to? Did you start it up? Simon Pegg cracks me up. See, he wasn't wasted here like in other films. I'd liked him in Star Trek. I thought he was a fun Scotty for what he had to do. But there's the Vienna Opera. Oh my God! This is when McQuarrie was like, "Damn man, you get my taste." Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh, that's gross, but. Yeah. These films never look cheap. They're well lit. The sound is great. The editing is not all over the place like in a Taken sequel, or they don't shake the camera like in the Jason Bourne films. But yeah, I really believe that John Carter could be really good if that could be the rival to Dune, and if done right. Yes, anything that got a fun premise, have a good director like Denis Villeneuve, they can make things happen. They made a good sequel to Blade Runner. Think of that. Something years later, and we got a sequel that was to rival the first one, especially with the visuals that were fantastic. Any premise can work if you put the effort into it. A Sonic the Hedgehog movie worked this year. I don't know how, but it worked. Audiences were very, very thrilled with. They embraced the source material, which I love that. Yes, you are, Benji. You've been in the film since 3. So, Asian girl. Is that the Asian girl from Great Wall? It looks like her. It could be.
No, it's not her. That was
It looks like her.
Jing Tian. I met.
Was she in Kong Skull Island?
The part with him, Jing Tian.
Here we go, the Vienna Opera House.
She was in Kong Skull Island.
I knew it. It was the Asian girl with the black guy on the boat. Yeah. Where are you at? I can wait.
I'm at 26 minutes, so I'm there.
You're there? Okay. I'm at 25, so. There's the glasses, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got my moisturizing cream. What's that? Gremlins? I hear like this Christmas song. These movies are just, fantastic. Like, well, most of them. There's Solomon Lane, yeah. Well, John Carter would basically be a guy who goes to Mars, becomes a superhero, conquers Mars, and then becomes King of Tinseltown. Also likes to go for last. Yeah, it's just a Disney version. I was just underwhelmed by that. I was bored, confused, and I don't know what the hell was going on. There was just too much on the screen. And it's really called Princess of Mars, but they kind of ignored that. Here we go. The Vienna Opera House. No social distancing back then. No. It's a beautiful mark right there. Please show her. It's I think at the 29-minute mark. There's the guy that she's supposed to kill. It doesn't hurt to have a woman in a dress. It really doesn't, guys. Trust me. That's something I wanted in Rogue One or Solo, but Solo's so dark you can't even see the dresses. Come on, show me something. This movie is at night and I can see everything. The Chancellor, yeah. Ethan with his night 7 suit. My body's shaking. I know what's coming. That's why. I'm gonna play. Yeah, I'm gonna play video games too, Benji, all summer. I have my Pokemon game. I'll be just fine. Here come the well-dressed people in Austria. This is a brilliant idea for an action scene in an opera house on top of this the set. You know, where the stage is. I've been on stage a lot, and I know how high that part of the stage is. Here we go. There's some subtitles, not too much. Bad Boys had way too much of it. Bad Boys for Life, too many subtitles. That was like 20 minutes of subtitles, way too much. I'm too lazy to read. Okay, here we go. Oh my God.
I don't mind
30
reading
minutes of
subtitles. And
if it's for a few seconds, but for 20 minutes without end, and I'm like, yeah, can we please get go keep going? Come on. It says the high voltage, yeah. This was in Austria, just like in Civil War wasn't that in Austria? I think it was, yeah.
it's been a while since I last watched Captain America.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since last year. I mostly last one I watched was Far From Home.
But yeah, I do agree that it's okay to have female characters in dresses as long as it's not.
No, it doesn't have to be, like 27 dresses. Really? But it could, if it fits in the plot, go for it. Why not? Who are you going to offend? Feminists? Please. Feminists wear dresses too. Before Disney hired the new Bob, I applied to be the head of Gold Disney, even though I made videos about it on my channel. Okay, here we go. We're getting there. 30 minutes in. I'm not even a fan of
Disney. They're ready. And Disney is and Disney is they're ready to do Tron.
Here it comes, Josh. Here comes the money shot. Woo, baby! Nice close up of the legs and beautiful, beautiful bottom. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is art. Yeah, suck it 365 days. That's how you show a beautiful woman up close. Wow. Butter.
The girl in that movie isn't the problem, but I have not seen that.
That gorgeous back. Yeah, backless. Because why not? What's wrong? Oh, we're sexist because we like women to be women? We like women's things, like them wearing makeup or doing their hair and wearing gorgeous gowns and and shoes and then taking them off. Yeah, it does things for me. Yeah. Oh my God. See, she has a huge, huge metal stick. I know you're here. I know. This is amazing, man. I saw this in the theater, and when I saw that, it's a compliment to say a woman is beautiful. I told girls that all the time. Exactly. We're heterosexual men. We don't have anything to hide. I've been 4 months in a house with 5 other people, well, 4 other people and a dog that's female. So I didn't really see a lot of women this year. Not since March. So bear with me. That's why these movies are comfort food for me. It's okay for a woman to dress like a woman. They don't have to wear pantsuits and men's jeans all the time. They can be sexy, naturally sexy, not slutty like Hot Topic Harley Quinn for me. Sorry. I think the Shoes Please line is 35 minutes in. Look at that. Oh my God. Butter dress. I see a woman. Yep. Masks. Yes, come closer to me. Come closer to me. Green. She's exciting me, man. Oh my God. Hey, I'm gonna come. A woman look good in her uniform. She's a sergeant in the U.S. military. Congrats. Thanks for keeping our country safe. Even through this crisis, we still have the military out there keeping our country safe and the world safe. It's like I saw a woman. I'm like, see, because Cruz isn't blind. And she's so unpredictable. That's what I love about Ilsa Faust. I'll type it, Josh, so you can see it.
Yeah. My only issue with Ilsa Faust is that I can't really figure her out. Which side is she on? It's
kind of unpredictable, Josh. I love that. I just don't want them to turn her into a villain because that would just really suck for me. I don't want them to. They didn't turn Elsa into a villain. They made her an anti-hero, which I like that. You don't know what spectrum they're on. Oh my God. This is crazy, man. This is a real stunt, too. I wonder what they're going to do when Tom Cruise decides he's done making Mission Impossible. Don't touch it again. Don't remake it. Don't do a woke version. Don't try to copy it. Just don't. You can't do it better. Let this franchise die after 8. Just end it. Do like Endgame and end it with 8th film.
Or let Ilsa Rebecca take over.
Yeah, do a spinoff with Ilsa. I would see 3 films with her by herself, or with her, Paula Patton, and Maggie Q. Why not? And do something different, do like they did with Ocean's 8, but do it less pandering. Do it right. Don't just remake the first movie again. Just they're women, so it's different, right? No, you got to do something different. Go in a new direction. Have a female villain. That hasn't been done in Mission Impossible yet. I bet Haley Atwell is going to be a villain.
At least it isn't Brie Larson as the villain, because I can't really.
Yeah, because people are going to hate her because of Captain Marvel. I'm like, she's not the bad guy, guys.
No. They already still hating her for her YouTube channel. Come on, leave Brie alone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm subscribed to her. I'm not going to. There's her leg right in my face. Oh my God. I'm glad Rebecca doesn't get that hatred, because again, people are attracted to her. I'm like, who is it? Yeah, we're about 35 minutes in, 36. I will not apologize for that poster I have up behind me, because again, when I'm into a woman, she's going to be all over my wall.
The Captain Marvel poster?
I still have it. Didn't take it down. Soon I'll have a Black Widow poster by the time the movie comes out in November. I was looking for some
Mm-hmm.
calendars today, but nobody had any for 2021.
Hopefully, I'll have the Wanda poster. Scarlet's poster. Leanne. I'm live with a friend. Okay, I'm live with a friend. You said okay.
There's a dragon. Oh, what a drop kick.
It's all
And I got this movie at Target back in 2016. It was on sale, and I bought it for $12.99. So worth every penny. Wow. Yep, there she is. Well, this is a sequel franchise to the TV show because John Voight played Jim Phelps, previously played by Peter Graves in the TV show. I did see some episodes of the TV show, so I know. But it's good. It's well done. It went in a new direction, like 21 Jump Street did within the movies too. It's great. I'm like, wow, bravo, sir. You can hold a note. Yeah, and the first movie is still a good movie on its own. The second movie, I just was bored because there's not enough action. It's just boring. So they could take the type of thing that Ethan Hunt mentors another secret agent, or you can make him the head of IMF. Exactly, because Cruz is almost 60 years old. There she is. Yes. It's just a flesh wound. Yeah. Man, Benji, ouch. Yep, right from behind. Yeah, bright lights. See, people want to see what's going on. Nobody wants to be in the dark, and this film is very well shot. Oh my God! I see up your dress, you beautiful, beautiful chick. The shoes, please line is coming up, Josh. So yeah, it's about 40 minutes in. Yeah. This is like when I watched Hamilton last week. Oh my God, you gorgeous, gorgeous creature. And she has a bun. Look familiar? Oh, look at that face. Look at it. Like Patrick said, look at it. Look at it. Yeah. I love that line. Yeah, here it comes. It's coming. Yeah. Police Eye. Yeah, that is the same thing in Captain America Civil War. And that was after this. Here it comes, Josh. Here it comes. Here comes the sexiest line in the entire franchise, guys. Oh my God. Oh. Shoes, please. Oh my God. Oh. Oh man. That is the hottest line in the entire film. 41 minutes in. Shoes, please. If Tarantino saw this, he probably was like doing this in the theater because he loves feet. I did hear an interview that Daniel Craig in Mission Impossible. It can still happen if he's the villain in Part 8. That would be really cool. Bond against Hunt, that would be awesome. But not play James Bond yet. No, because he's done. After No Time to Die, he's done. And that's gonna be like 3 hours. So I can't handle a Bond movie that long. This is nice and short compared to it. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes without the end credits. Shoes, please. Oh my God, just yeah. And even the scene where she jumps that guy and she's like, he's right between her legs. I'm like, again, see why I prefer this over some other films from 2015? Oh my God. Yeah, not a chance. I'm not letting you go, you gorgeous creature. She's like Betty Gilpin if she was from Sweden and wore yellow dress. That's a hot name. Ilsa. Not Elsa, but close enough. And you're gorgeous. And those freckles are also pretty sexy, too. Oh, yes. Touch the hair. Touch it. Touch it. Now, if she kissed Ethan, that would make sense since they have history. But when Vanessa Kirby did, I'm like, why did you kiss him? You don't know him. Oh, you're attracted to Cruz. It's not an excuse. It's just awkward. I was like, well, what? I can't complain. My favorite film genre is the Hollywood epic, where movies are at least 4 hours. If it's done well, if it's just aimless and boring, then no. Throw her out. No, please don't do that, McCory. This is a great character. I want to see people dressed like that at Comic Con. Oh, and she's vulnerable. I like that. Women that that feel something. They're not like indestructible. Mm. I know Simon Pegg has expressive eyes. He's like, oh my God, they're shooting at us. Yeah, too bad Tevye and Jacquez are not here because yeah, he said that she was hot, and I'm like, yeah, Ken. There's the trains. Yeah, I know I've been quiet, but guys, I don't want to talk over everything. I want you guys to be yeah. It's funny, there's no other people in the chat. I guess they're enjoying their summer vacation. I went out today, but it was so hot. Ugh, so glad I'm down here watching this movie. The theaters are reopening in July at the end of July, so I'm possibly going to go to it. It's been too long. Red light. Don't like red lights. Yeah, put the lights on. Oof. Assassinate the Chancellor. That doesn't sound like episode 3 at all. Yeah, Josh left or went somewhere. I wish he had the physical copy because then you could see this, without pausing. I'm going to continue, guys. My reactions, I hope you get every reaction on camera because yeah, did use a digital copy for this a long time ago. I got another digital copy when I went to see Fallout because the digital copy, for some reason, YouTube took it down because of copyright. I don't know. But yeah, theaters open July 10th. Where I live, it's like July 31st. July 10th is tomorrow. Unhinged is going to be the first movie since the lockdown to be released in theaters. It's better than nothing, right? Because everything else, Wonder Woman got pushed, Black Widow got pushed, Godzilla got pushed, SpongeBob got pushed. So all I got left is like the fall and December. That's it. Rogue Nation title drop. Private chats. What's that? Hold on. If Deaver said something like "shoes please" in an erotic film, I would like it. Yeah, I would find her at a convention and I would just say, "You are adorable." Yeah, yeah. He says, "I'm not your friend," and he is his friend. Hold on. What happened to my thing? Let me just let me just shut off Facebook. I don't think I'm gonna need that right now. Okay. We're about 45 minutes in. Yeah, well, almost an hour in. Okay, Josh. It's not gonna be on camera. That's okay. As long as you join in the chat or the private chat, I'm fine. Because I know who you are. It's not some troll. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the crotch in the face. Yeah. I wouldn't complain, guys. I would not complain if a woman did that to me. Yes. Oh my God. Legs open and everything. Oh my God. Again, where was this in The Force Awakens? Oh, the woman can't be sexualized. We have to completely make her boring. Again. Yeah, here's my voice. And the seating, yeah. Sean Harris has a weird voice. It's funny. He looks like he's 30, and then in the Fallout he looks 50. She went around him, twirled, and then put her legs right in front of his face. I know, guys, I know. But like I said, women, when they look like that and they have this presence to them, not complaining at it. I think some guys didn't want Ray to show skin. I needed to. Because like I said, it's not a cinema sin to show a woman be a woman. Trust me. If that was the case, that movie on Netflix would not exist. The 365 days. You have a woman and she's held against her will. Yeah, that's not for me, guys. Having trouble connection, please check your internet. Okay, so I'll just go back to the comments. Yes, keeps going. I'm fine. Casablanca, Morocco. There's the sheep and the goats. It's because it's very hot today and my computer overheats. So hopefully I could get through this without any problems. A kiss on the thing, yeah. And these films always have great locations. Even the second one, that wasn't the problem with the movie. It was just 1 hour and 9 minutes until there was a second action scene, and I was so bored. And why did Ethan Hunt have long hair? It was weird. Oh, here comes the scene with the bikini, Josh. Oh yes, again. Oh my god. My body's tingling. Oh man. Oh my god. You gorgeous, gorgeous creature. Oh. Yes, all right, Josh. You can watch this when it's uploaded to YouTube. I will. You can see all my facial reactions because, good God, that woman is just so beautiful. Here, let me check this. Send. Yeah, this is turning out pretty well. I'm almost been streaming an hour, and we're halfway through the film. So, just everything that this woman does, like no wonder guys find her so desirable. Again, guys, she's beautiful, talented, and has screen presence. Hopefully that doesn't happen. He almost died in Fallout, but we'll get to that at the end of this month. With that one, I'll just start it a lot earlier, like 1 o'clock p.m. here in Eastern Standard Time. We're about an hour in, so 55 minutes in. Her voice is so soothing. After so many loud women like Keira Knightley and Felicity Jones and Amelia Clark screaming, yeah, it's nice to have a nice soothing woman with a voice that calms me down. They're like, yeah, a whispery voice, what female voice does it for you? Yeah, it does a lot. Hey, Wolverine, Wolf Spawner. Uh, I'm just doing a podcast live stream on Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I'm watching the DVD version. I heard the commentary on the Blu-ray. It's really good. Macquarie always does a close-up of her face. I'm like, yeah, nothing to hide there, guys. At least when Curse next week, I get to see Catherine in a dress. Well, that's you, Josh. Do you? I'm gonna skip it for now. Comments. He gets to wear a mask. Hey, everybody is wearing a mask, Simon Pegg. If you go to a store now, you have to wear a mask. no matter what it looks like. You have to wear a covering your face. I wish I could wear a Mando helmet to go to a store, like dress up as Mando from The Mandalorian. People will be like, "Whoa, it's a Mandalorian." Oh, look at that beautiful hair. Her and Gal Gadot have wonderful hair. Beautiful brown, brunette hair. And plus, this character is not a Mary Sue. You know why she's like this? Because she trained. She actually trained to do this. She didn't just know it in 1 second. She's a very intelligent character. Yeah. Kathleen's hair is gorgeous too. I know, Josh, because she's a brunette and her nose is precious too. Wink, wink. Everything in these movies seems impossible, but oh, trust me, a lot of directors are. I'd love to see her in a superhero movie, guys. She has the face and the talent and the beauty to do it. Since people hate Larson so much, I don't get it. I don't understand. What does she do to you? She played an OP character that's in the comics, and you people are complaining about it, and she hasn't done a movie since Endgame. Leave her alone. Find someone else to pick on, like Amber Heard. She's terrible. She's a bad person. She did bad things to Johnny Depp. At least Brie never hurt a single person on set or in her personal life. She's a caring person, trust me. Even during this lockdown, I know I've seen her give food to the homeless and be gentle. This is like the in Fallout when they jump out of a plane as well, but that one's more intense. It's like skydiving when him and Henry Cavill do that in the sixth movie, but they do it a lot sooner, like within the first 20 minutes. Interesting. These gadgets again, freaking awesome, man. Wow. It turned that glass into dust. It Thanos snapped that. I love everything about Rebecca from her hair to her bosom. Yes, I've seen them. Again, because she's a woman that wants to that takes risks and she doesn't care what other people think. Especially I love that in a woman. I love that a woman just goes for it. Even if it costs you, you have to show a little skin. Again, it's not a crime, guys. As long as it's not assault, I'm fine with it. A woman, being a woman doesn't bother me. It's what they do with her that it will determine if I'm bothered or not. Plus, it's refreshing to see an actress that was not in Game of Thrones. This is crazy. It's like Cruz jumping into the Sarlacc pit, but instead of sand, it's water. That's what it looks like, the Sarlacc pit in Return of the Jedi. Thankfully, some who don't like Bree has warmed up to her. Yeah. Excuse the hell out of me that I'm attracted to a woman that is also feminine. Yeah, we didn't see Bree in a dress in Endgame or Captain Marvel, but we did see her be a female and be tough. I don't know what Nostalgia Critic meant by, this girl's acting, Sigourney Weaver in Avatar's acting is like Captain Marvel. What are you talking about? You mean a tough chick? A woman that can show anger without screaming? Like Keira Knightley doesn't get angry. She screams. Half of her dialogue in Pirates is screamed, and it's a joke. It hurts my ears. Even when she did Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, she looked like she had no idea where she was. She was like, "What am I doing here? What am I doing here?" It's ridiculous. Because don't say this is not the first time in the Mission Impossible movies where a woman wore a dress. Because Paula Patton wore one at the end of 4, and 3, Maggie Q wore a gorgeous red dress in Italy. And I'm like, yeah. Again, if you have it, flaunt it. Don't be ashamed. Female beauty is not banned during this lockdown. It's recommended. That's cool. It's like a giant water slide. Sorry that Josh, you couldn't be on camera, but next time I have to do it a lot earlier and send you the link earlier. Just I had to go out today. I was desperate to not be in the house all day because summer vacation is to go outside, enjoy the nice sun. This was really intense because he's underwater, so he's not Aquaman where he could breathe underwater for hours. He only has a few minutes. He's not wearing a snorkel. If he had like an oxygen tank, which he couldn't find, he would have been, fine for like an hour. But he got hit with the thing. At least Lucy Hale, Grace Fulton, and Michelle Borth don't scream too much. I have never heard them scream. There's a difference between being loud enough to hear and then screaming. What's comments, banners? Yeah. Yeah. In a few months we'll be in the fall, and the theaters are going to reopen, and Comic-Con's coming up. Hopefully I go to it this year in October. At least Josh got to join me in the chat and in the private chat and got to be on camera for a little bit. He's gonna move out, I think in August. Yeah, only has a little bit of oxygen left, 9%. Oh, that reminds me, I have to charge my cell phone. Where's forgot to do that. Just speaking of which, gotta charge my cell because it's absolutely shot. It was like 70%, and then when I went outside, it decreased by 30% every 5 minutes because it was so hot out. Oh, let me just go do that. I'll be back. I need to get up anyway. Just yeah, let it charge. Let it turn back on. There we are. At least I got up a little bit. I was sitting there for almost 2 hours. We're about an hour and 8 minutes in. It's pretty intense. It's a long movie, but I never felt the movie's length in during the whole time I was in the theater. It was summer of 2011. I mean, my bad. No, not 2011. 2015. I went in August to see it. Fallout. It will be there. I'll be there physically. Good, Josh, because I need you to be there. That one. Hopefully, we can invite more people like Levy or Tevia or Jaquez or John Quinn. Yeah, anybody, because we can have all of them. Because now you have up to 10 people at a time. Yeah, it's been a very hot day. It was 88 degrees outside. It felt like it was 95. So if I look a little tan, I'm like, yeah, my skin's getting darker. There she is. She's saving it. Here she is in her black panties. Oh my god. And a tank top. See, she's willing to save Ethan's life. You see why I'm so attracted to her? A woman that sacrifices her well-being, being selfless. That's hot to me. You can save me anytime. Exactly. So see, yeah, this part I didn't see coming at all. Like where she shocks Benji and then he's out and then she takes her shirt off. I'm like, yeah. Here it comes. Here comes more reaction. Oh my God, you're gorgeous back. Yes, you can see that later, Josh, because again, I'm not going to hide my heterosexuality. I'm going to show it anytime I'm here. Any day when a woman just embraces herself, she's like, she's not ashamed, no matter what age, because I'm not an ageist. Yeah, she shocked them. Unpredictable. Yeah, that's what we need. There's random, and then there's unpredictability. With Henry Cavill, I knew he was the villain the whole time in Fallout. That was not a shock. When he's like, I want to kill you, Ethan. I'm like, yeah, it's Cavill with facial hair. What did you expect? He's not Superman there. And this is the scene where she's on the motorcycle with that black suit. Yeah. See, Macquarie knew what I was looking for after because uh, we didn't have Paula Patton, so we had a nice substitute. But hey, what a woman, right? Oh my God. I wanted to do that in the theater when I saw Force Awakens or when I saw Rogue One at home, but the women are just not sexy to me. They're boring. They're cardboard cutouts of better characters I've seen. What are you talking about? And I like that the humor actually works. There's no stupid fart jokes. There's no sexual humor that doesn't work. It's actually really funny banter because we've seen these characters in more than one film together. In Fallout, I got scared when they ran Ilsa over. Yeah, I thought she was gonna die because she gets captured, but it's not like 365 days, and she gets gagged, and I'm like, yeah, and she still gets out of it. And I'm like, yeah, badass, badass, man. Yeah, again, take that mission. For Fast and the Furious. Fallout was one of the best action movies in the last 10 years. My problem was Vanessa Kirby. You didn't need her. You could have cut her out. The movie was long enough. It was 2 hours and 20 some minutes, almost a Marvel length. Didn't need to be that long. Could have been easily 5 or 10 minutes shorter without her. It was like, hey guys, what's up? That's great. That's like, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it's like a Humvee. You know what I mean? She's awesome. Riding a motorcycle. Also, Leah Sedal wore a dress in Ghost Protocol. Yeah, the evil Taylor Swift looking girl. Yeah, but she dies, so she's not going to come back in six, in 7 or 8, because she got kicked out of a window many stories down. There's no way she survived that unless she's a robot. But that wouldn't be out of place in a film like this. If there was a robot, I'd be like, hey, you've combined Mission Impossible with Terminator. Hey, these movies have been better than the recent Terminator movies. I was wrong. There is one curse word in the movie, but it's not as many as in the other film. Fallout has an F bomb, and we're going to hear that soon. That's awesome. He turns the car around. You see why these movies are beloved by critics mostly, except for the second one, and some for the first one they're kind of mixed on, but yeah, because they get better with age. I'm having a ball, man. This is just like when I saw Power Rangers. That's awesome. The car's going backwards like this. Woo! This movie is crazy, man. Sorry, Fast and the Furious. This came out first. The first movie was 1996. By the second movie, they were working on the first Fast and the Furious, but they didn't start doing all this crazy shit until like Fast and the Furious 5. Yep. Seatbelts save lives, man. Yep. Take that. Ah, Yeah, he has to go on the motorcycle. Yeah, this is a very enjoyable sequel. One of the best of 2015, no doubt, considering the sequels we got before it and after it. Yeah, it's way better. My favorite sequel, of course, was Age of Ultron because I love that movie so much. It was exactly what I wanted for a sequel, the first sequel to the Avengers. New additions, great action, overstuffed a little bit, but fun villain, great effects, fast pace. Oh man, this is awesome, man. I would never ride a motorcycle on the highway like that, even because it's very dangerous. It's hard to ride a bike across the street. Imagine a motorcycle that's going at like 80 miles per hour. Here comes another private chat. So the SpongeBob 2 was my favorite sequels of 2015. Yeah, also this. What was another sequel that came out? Uh, I didn't see Mad Max. I hated Jurassic World. Um, did DC have a movie? No, BVS came out a year later. Taken 3 was absolute garbage. Fury 7, yeah, that was supposed to come out in 2013, or 2014, but Paul passed away. Yeah, that had a proper send off. I don't think we needed 2 more films, and now a 9th film without Paul Walker again, and without The Rock, and 10, which is probably going to be in space. I say go for broke and just combine it with uh, Jurassic World, because what else you got to do? The crew against dinosaurs. What else can you do after at this point? It's either space or put dinosaurs in there. Fast and the Jurassic. How's that? Jurassic, Fast and Jurassic World. It can work. Let's see how long we are. We're about an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes, and the movie's still got another 50 minutes to go. There's a lot of action in the movie. It's epic. It's not boring. Hello, so yeah. I have posters of her. Yeah, I want to get a poster of her. Put it on my wall. Look at it. Kiss it. Do whatever I want to it. I kissed Brie Larson's poster because again, I have no shame, guys. No shame whatsoever. Look at my walls. Does that look like a guy that's ashamed of women? No. Yeah, it's always good to have a copy of something. My pictures with Olivia Wilde and with what's her face, Amy Jo Johnson. I have a copy of it on a flash drive because I don't want to lose those pictures. If anything happens to this computer, I'll still have the pictures. There's London. There she is with her little hair buns again. Oh my God. She just does so much for me. I want to kiss a poster of Scarlet Witch. Well, surprisingly, she's not on the posters that I have for some reason. I guess because there are these giant posters that I get from, what are they called? What are they called? Trends. Trends is the company that makes those Marvel posters that I got over the years. Problem is that the posters are way too big. He's a guy with glasses. And Lane almost kills her in the next movie. I can't wait to talk about that one because I got to talk about how Cavill nearly kills everybody that he fights, and he has arms like this big, like he's like Popeye muscles. I'm like, damn, man. And he's the only man in the franchise to have an F-bomb, but it's earned. It shocked me. I did not expect that. Don't be ashamed to take a picture with Kaylin. I won't. I won't even say. I'll even say what's on my mind. You have the cutest nose I've ever seen. There, I said it. Oh, never compliment a woman's features, but I have to. It's who I am. Something original. No one's ever said that to her before. Nobody. They could say she has nice eyes or nice freckles, but she has a gorgeous nose. Where Rebecca, her nose is not very big, but it's those eyes and that face and that soothing voice. See, she's an assassin like Black Widow. And no, I don't want to see Elena as the next Black Widow. I don't care about her. I care about Scarlett Johansson. That's it. She's my Black Widow. Redbox. I remember I used to rent there. They have DVDs and Blu-rays of films. Uh, let's see. We're about an hour and a half in. Yeah, an hour and 25 minutes in, guys. I've been streaming for an hour and 28 minutes. No, don't warn them. Because what possibly can they do to make Vanessa Kirby interesting in the next movie? She was called the White Widow. They don't even call her that. They call her Widow, and that's it. And she stabs a guy once. That's character development. She did basically what Ilsa could have done. She stabs a guy near the end of the movie with a pocket knife, pretty much. She's just a more interesting character. I don't need any more females unless you're going to bring back Maggie Q or Paula Patton. Don't care about anybody else. Don't care about Haley Atwell. I didn't care about Nicholas Hoult when he was first cast, but he left. So thank God for that. Instead, S.A. Morales is going to be the next villain. Hey, it's different. All is forgiven. I've had this Blu-ray for 4 years, 4.5 years now. I can't see the Blu-ray down here. I don't have a Blu-ray player down here. It's upstairs, but Blu-ray's still in good condition. Yeah. The digital copy, no, I got rid of it a long time ago. I already have it on Vudu, so. I can deal with the cast. Yes, but like I said, with the seventh movie, if Haley Atwell sucks, Josh, you will hear me. And if Vanessa Kirby gets more screen time than Rebecca Ferguson, there will be a problem. Yeah, because she's not interesting. She sucked in Hobbs and Shaw. She's not good here. Sorry. I only need one female badass, and that's Ilsa. Yeah. It's like having. You forgot Palm. Oh, well, Palm Clementif, I forgot she's going to be in it, but I don't know if she's going to be a villain or a hero, or if she's just going to be a cameo. I have no idea, but she's different. She's not white, and she's not British. She's Canadian and Asian, so there's something different for the franchise. We haven't seen an Asian girl in a main role since Maggie Q, so it's been a while. Yeah, touch that face. Look at that beautiful, beautiful face. She touched her eyebrow. Yeah, he's not a good-looking guy, Sean Harris. He's like all over her face. I'm like, again, why is that a problem, feminazis? Why is that a problem? Want to touch a woman's face gently, or touch the side of her brow? Hey, it's not going to bother me. Just do it gently. Don't grab them by the neck. I'm like, geez, the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. He's like, I love your beautiful face. I want to touch your face and touch your eyebrows. He sounds like if you took Peter Lorre and Jason Statham and mix them together. There you go. And if people are asking me if I've seen the new Hannah TV show, no, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the movie either with Saoirse Ronan. I didn't see it because I heard it was boring. You lie down a little bit. I've been sitting for so long. You'll still see my deleting files deleted. Yeah. Because we like her. Macquarie liked her character. He wrote the character, so he should know. He wrote the character and he wrote the storyline, so he wants to put her in the films again. Go for it. She's not pregnant now, so she can do a lot more in 7. I'd love to see her beat the hell out of Haley Atwell or Vanessa Kirby. She could take her shoe and stick it right in her eye. I'll be like, hell yeah, that's right, baby. Girl power. Real girl power. And again, guys, no superpowers. Badass women, assassins, and fighters, and and interesting characters don't need superpowers. Some of them have it. Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, what's her face, Elsa from Frozen. But they still have interesting backstories and interesting, Personalities. Come away from me. If she said that, I would be like, yeah, come on. I want to put a ring on your gorgeous little fingers. Why can't Jen Pross be in an action movie? Because for some reason Hollywood has forgotten about her. It's not like she's old. She's in her 30s now. Give her another role. She hasn't done a TV role in like 6 years. Give her she could surprise you. It's going to be 10 years since Vampire Suck came out. I might do a commentary on that because it's really short. And there's some things that make me smile in that. And that's another movie I can gawk at a woman. Yeah, I'll probably do that in August since that's when it came out. I know it's not a great parody, but compared to the real Twilight, I can stomach it. Because Jen Pross is way better looking and way more interesting and charming than Kristen Stewart ever was. I would never buy her in this. No one bought her in Charlie's Angels. She had a lesbo cut. She is too freaking jokey. And while she's not mopey, she's still lame. Haley versus Rebecca sounds awesome. Yeah. Rip her hair out and be like, that's for freaking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of Carter, Agent Carter. That's for being in Ant-Man for 2 seconds. That's for Age of Ultron. That's for being at the end of Endgame for no reason, just because Cap wanted to be with you. Yeah. Trust me, this decade's going to be some redemption for me, guys. Retribution. Man, she's like a cat. Why you think I want to see her as a Marvel or DC character? Because she would be badass. And when Tom Cruise talks like this, it's awesome. It's called firmness. It's talking with some firmness, not yelling like Ben Mendelsohn does in Rogue One. He just yells too much. I swear, if he yelled at Darth Vader like that, Darth Vader would have choked him out. I hope you don't choke on your aspirations. He could have broken his neck like a freaking like snap it like a twig. A hero is only as good as his villain, and this villain is kind of like just there for me. Not terrible, just he comes back in 5, but in 6, but he does have a henchman that is formidable against Ethan because he puts up a fight. Cavill wasn't a great Superman, in my opinion, but at least as a henchman, he works because he's built like a bodybuilder. I was worried. I thought he was going to suck in the movie, but no, he put up a fight. That's what I wanted. I want someone to give Ethan a run for his money as a villain. Because Ethan gets busted open in that. Oh, here, I have a comment now. Hey, what's up, John? Koala Cootie music maker. Hey, what's up, Koala? I'm doing a podcast on a live stream on Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I'm almost done. The movie's about half done. We're an hour and 36 minutes in, and we have 35 minutes to go. Really good film. Definitely love having it in my collection. It holds up very well, by the way. It's not a boring movie, like, at all. Like, it's very, very entertaining. Even the conversations are intelligent. They're not stupid. They're not filler. Yeah. It's very, very interesting. People like, why did you love Endgame if there's like it's almost 3 hours? Because I'm invested in the characters, guys. I was never invested in Avatar. I was bored. The James Cameron's Avatar. I thought Sully. What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? Sam Worthington's character was boring. Zoe Saldana was wasted. She's not even human in the movie. She's CG for the whole film. The movie's too freaking long. There's characters that do nothing, like Giovanni Ribisi and Michelle Rodriguez. They're just there to fill time. Sorry. And there's way too much CG in those movies. It's good CG, but it's way too much. You might as well make the movie animated. This has CG, but it's not everywhere. It's mostly in the action scenes when they can do certain things they can't do practically. But it's not like Cruise is completely CG. I don't want to see that. Because the Hollywood has this big fetish that every movie needs to have a ton of CG, like Doolittle and freaking Bloodshot and Birds of Prey. I'm like, why? Joker didn't have barely had any CG in it, and it looks amazing. That movie looked like a film. This looks like a film. Doesn't look like a CGI monstrosity of rainbows, if you know what I mean. Ghost Protocol is still awesome. I know, Josh, we're gonna do that, but first I have to do Fallout. We could do Ghost Protocol either in August or September or something like that, because it came out in December, but I don't want to wait that long because I'll be busy with Christmas. But I do want to do that one and maybe 3, but 3 I would have to see it upstairs, so or get the DVD and I could watch it down here. No, I'm never doing 2 because 2 is just painful. If I did that, I would make fun of it the whole time, like Mystery Science Theater or Earth Tracks. Like, ha, Ethan's climbing a mountain. Oh, Tandy Newton can't act. Oh, look, Doug Scott's going, ah. Yeah, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And he was supposed to be Wolverine. I'm so glad he wasn't. It's not a horrible actor. It's just that in the right role, maybe he can shine. But in other movies, like in Taken 3, wasted. This is the scene in the dark alleys. Yeah, this has got some tension in it. I like Taken 3. I'm sorry, Josh, I couldn't get into it. The editing is horrendous. It's shaking the camera like this or doing jump cuts because Olivia Megaton is one of the worst directors I've ever seen. Yeah, he's worse than J.J. Abrams. If you hated lens flares, he's worse. In his movies, you can't see the action. They shake the camera like he's having a seizure, and it's terrible. It's absolutely horrible. Taken 2, Taken 3, Transporter 3, Columbiana, you can't see anything. In this movie, McQuarrie never shakes the camera. I would never shake the camera. Don't do it. Don't shake the camera. Don't do this. I want to see what's going on. Stop being ashamed of your action. If you don't shoot it right, then don't do it at all. Because I bet Charlie's Angels had that same problem. The woke version from last year. Kristen Stewart and Ella Balanska and the other girl who should not be named, they can't fight, so they have to edit around them trying to do like table shit, and it didn't work. It did. I knew it, Josh. I knew it. The girls are not fighters. Gina Carano can fight. If you see her in Mandalorian, they don't shake the camera when she's fighting. Or Pedro Pascal, he has a stunt double, but he does some of the fighting, and it works. And yes, this takes place in England at the end. So does Spider-Man Far From Home. And I love that movie. It depends what you do. If you're there for too long, you get MIB International. That was so boring and so soulless and lifeless. It didn't deserve to be the 4th movie. It should have just been its own thing. And yes, I know the new Batwoman is bisexual. I'm still attracted to her. It's weird. The actress, she's a black girl with an afro. She's yummy. I'm not gonna defend myself. I'm gonna be like, yeah, she's still a woman. She's at least half of what I want. So, yeah. And I will say that Fallout has way more action than this, especially the scene at the end with the whole helicopter chase. 2000s was much better. Scarlet Witch may be strong, but she has emotion. Yeah, the scene where her brother dies, that's emotional, and you never hear a word. You just see her go, and you get it. You get it. There's so much emotion in that scene. When they did that same scene at the end of Force Awakens when Han dies, I'm like, I don't feel anything. I'm just pissed off. Because the hobo didn't even know Han. She knew him for what, a day? Scarlet Witch, Wanda knew Pedro since they were kids in Sokovia, and in the comics when they're the offspring of Magneto, their connection is very strong. So when he dies, you feel it. These movies don't need actors from Game of Thrones or from the recent Star Wars because, like I said, Haley Atwell was not in Game of Thrones, but she's boring, guys. In Captain America: First Avenger, she did nothing for me, even almost 10 years ago. And she had brown hair. It's just I felt like she was just an add-on. Chris Evans was the reason to watch that movie. That's why her roles were reduced in the later Marvel movies, and her show had 2 seasons, and that was it. This has had 6 films, a seventh on the way, an eighth on the way, and a TV series that lasted more than 2 seasons. So, yeah. Yep. Dark. Yep. Surprise. Awesome. I love that. In the second movie, it just felt like a bad gimmick. Evangeline will be back as Watson. Don't be scared. Good. I love my gorgeous ladybug. I'm so attracted to her. The other Josh Baker, he met her and he says she's a sweetheart. I bet she is. She was wasted with J.J. Abrams when she was on Lost. Because I'm like I said, I don't like the stupid twist where, oh, by the way, spoiler, yeah, they were dead the whole time. That's not to you, Josh. That's to J.J. Abrams and the writers. You make us get invested in these characters on the island and they were dead the whole time. Imagine if they did that in Curse, Josh. How would you feel that Catherine Langford was dead the whole time? That was the curse. I'm like, why would you do that? There's no investment in a ghost. I mean, come on. Unless you're Casper. But anyway, yeah, that's the biggest middle finger. I'd be pissed. Again, don't do that in a show. The twist says, oh, they were dead the whole time, or it was from their imagination or something. No, don't try to be thought-provoking if you can't do it right. How far are we in? Let's see. That's what pissed me off in one of the Christmas movies I saw. It was called Christmas at the Chateau. Her father was dead the whole time. And I'm like, you're pulling a freaking Sixth Sense? Really? You're going to say, oh, it was dead the whole time. At least in that movie, it was a twist that no one saw coming. In these other films, you can see it coming, and it's like, what? Yeah. Dumb. Well, Ilsa's coming back with her last part. It's this scene where she has the gun right here. The guy looks like Sam Claflin. The Last Survivors had a badass action hero. Yeah, the third act of that was awesome. That's another movie that came out around 2014, 2015. Haley Lou Richardson was amazing in that. Her with freaking samurai swords, that's badass. And covered in mud, I was like, hell yeah. Or tar, it's amazing. That movie was a lot better than it deserved. It should have been a huge hit in the theater. It got a limited release. Excuse me. That's a hot name. She has the power of the Faust. It's almost done. So it's 4 o'clock where I live. It's 4:02. When I'm done here, this will be uploaded to YouTube. You guys can watch it. Leave your comments. Josh, you can leave a comment on the video and in the description box, under it. I'd sit with her in that scene. Yeah, definitely. Go away with me. Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. I can hear you very well. So yeah, leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this movie. I think it's one of the best sequels of 2015. Definitely one of the best summer movies. You had this, Ant-Man, the first one, and you had Avengers and Age of Ultron. I even saw Sharknado 2 in the theater. They released it with the Riff Tracks Live, and I had a ball. Yep, they'll never take him alive. Sharknado is fun. Yeah, I'm also gonna do. I'm gonna watch those movies as well for the summer because they are summer movies. The I have to see 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last Sharknado. It's about time. Haven't heard the commentary yet. Pounds. I don't live in the UK. Sorry, buddy. I got 3 comments here. Johnny Jerry, Rogue Nation is way better than Force Awakens. It is. It didn't piss me off in the theater. And it's an amazing, great sequel, way better than Force Awakens, and it's also better than Last Jedi because they don't kill off a main character that we loved. And granted, in Fallout, some of the characters do die, like Alec Baldwin, but it's earned. He at least goes down fighting. He doesn't die because he's old. Gorgeous, gorgeous creature. I like both films. Because a sequel is supposed to enhance the story, not remake it and go in circles after you change directors. This changed directors a lot. Every director has been different since the first one. You had Brian De Palma, then you had freaking John Woo, then you had J.J. Abrams, then you had Brad Bird, and McQuarrie's been the only consistent director that's come back for each installment after 5. Tony's death was earned despite my anger. Yeah, and he didn't go out like a bitch. He snaps his fingers. Thanos is gone. His army's gone. It's over. There it is. The Infinity War is done. It wasn't like Tony got stabbed in Infinity War and then he died there and then the next movie suffered because of his loss. No. Here, in Endgame, it worked. That's why with Last Jedi, not Last Jedi, with Rise of Skywalker, people were upset of the results. I'm like, it was a MacGuffin movie that they had no idea how to end it. They couldn't have Luke come back and fight as a Force. Throwing the Force powers all over them. They had to have a freaking my thing. Carol is in the now. Carol's in the MCU. Yeah, I know. And I froze a little bit. It's because my computer's overheated. But we're almost done, guys. Once it's done, when I get to the end credits, I'll just say my final thoughts on this movie, and then I'll shut it off. Yeah, young lady. Don't it's until he blows up. I got more comments. I'm getting a lot of comments now because, like I said, yeah, I'm having trouble. I know. It's okay. I'll just I'll read the comments at the end. Yeah. Exactly. I agree with that, Johnny Jerry. The hobo doesn't know how to act. Just grin a sour sucking face. Rebecca Ferguson can smile. She's not a robot. Like that kid in Artemis Fowl where the whole movie he's like this. Does not compute. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, he's a robot. You have to show emotion. I'm not saying you have to smile like this to your teeth, like Demi Lovato and Camp Rock. I'm saying show emotion. Don't be a robot. I can tell Ethan loves Ilsa. Again, maybe he's attracted to her. He was attracted to Michelle Monaghan in the third one. He's all over her. And my mom was like, why are they kissing? I'm like, because they're married and they want to procreate. Yeah, without Tom Cruise, this franchise can't continue unless it's a spin-off. Because they tried to do a Bourne movie without Matt Damon, and look what happened. Jeremy Renner wasn't the problem. It's just that it wasn't a Bourne movie. It was something else. It was a spin-off that tried to go in a new direction and it just didn't work. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate Rachel Weisz in the movie, but that's just me. At least she's not in these films. 19/10 of a second. Wow. Benji dodged a bullet because in Fallout, the bomb does go off. And the thing is, I want to see women that can actually act in these movies, not models and robots like Kristen Stewart and Felicity Jones and emotionless hacks like freaking the girl from Aladdin and what else? Emilia Clarke, where they look like they're 12. No, I want a real woman. She could be petite and still be beautiful. Dove has the same face, but it does get better. Yeah. And Dove doesn't look like 12. She's just petite. She's not 5'10". Gal looks like a woman. She doesn't look like a little girl. It's almost done. The last action scene is pretty well done. It's not a Fallout. It's the same as Zoe, petite. Yeah, and Caitlin, and Haley Lou Richardson, even Amy Jo Johnson. I met her, and she's petite and she's gorgeous. Guys, trust me. I waited in line over an hour at Comic-Con last year. The woman is still a knockout. She still makes me swoon. That is the power of estrogen, man. That's the main superpower that women have when they have it right. Estrogen powers. Do you see what it does to them? Yeah. That's what I thought. That's right. Shoot those people, Elsa. Shoot them good. And at least Ethan doesn't kill anybody innocent, because that would have been too dark. He's not the Punisher, guys. Another movie I would recommend you seeing is Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. It's the last good movie she ever made. And it's really entertaining. I want to do a podcast for that too, hopefully in the summer. Run, baby, run. Because I thought Rebecca Ferguson, with 2 out of 3 of the films she did last year, she was wasted. Wasted in MIB International and in The Kid That Will Be King. It was some kids movie that critics liked, but I didn't budge. It's Harry Potter, guys. It's King Arthur and Harry Potter with a mix of like mythical creatures from like, I don't know, Fantastic Beasts or Hobbit or something like that. It's in a school, like in Harry Potter. It's set in London, like in Harry Potter. You know, it's in England, just like in Harry Potter. And I've heard great things about Dr. Sleep. I want to see her. Rose the Hat, that's a hot name. I don't know what it is. It's just that name is sexy. Rose the Hat. And to see more of her, she's a very talented woman. And in Dune, she's going to kill it. Like she always does. See, we don't need an Ilsa substitute. We have the real girl. If I meet Rebecca Ferguson at a convention, I'm going to ask her to sign this and just the Blu-ray, because the slipcover is a little bit damaged on the back. So I'll probably tell her to sign this, the inside of it, because she's awesome, man. She ain't going nowhere. So here, hey, yeah, exactly. When a girl is gonna leaves an impact, they're gonna be in a lot of films. Kristen hasn't done that since Twilight. She tried to do it with Underwater this year and it failed. Charlie's Angels failed. All of her dramatic roles that she did, like Personal Shopper and all that, failed to get Oscars. This scene is awesome. All she has is a knife and she's just like slicing this guy down. And again, guys, not an OP character. She's vulnerable. She almost dies in the next one, but we'll get to that next time. Lucy leaves an impact. Yeah. That's the guy from the beginning of the film. Looks very familiar. Yep. Yep. Even he tried to wink at her again because she's a woman. All of these guys know that she's a woman. Even in Fallout, I love when Benji says, "Our Ilsa Faust." I'm like, yeah, I love that. Because, see, she belongs in this franchise. She earned her wings. She made an impact. She left an impression. She left an impression on me in the theater when I saw her in that yellow dress. Come on, fight back, Ilsa. Fight back. See, she's not dominating him. She got slashed. I love this scene. Yep. Yep. She did a John Wick on him. That's awesome. Good thing I saw her in 2016. Who? Yeah. That's awesome. Stabbed right in the chest. That's what John Wick does in one of the sequels, I think, or in the first movie. Love to see her in John Wick 4 or anything. Just something like this. Even in an R-rated environment, she can work. Rebecca, yeah. I saw her in the theater, and I never looked back. I went back and watched Hercules with The Rock. She was in that. I liked Despite the Falling Snow. I thought she did a good performance in that. Fallout was great to see her again. I missed her a lot. And in Mission MIB International, it takes an hour and 20 minutes until she appears, and that was a waste. She had a third arm, and they didn't do much with that. I wouldn't even mind her doing some voice acting. She has a gorgeous, soothing voice, just like Kristen Wiig. Yeah, this is when he captures him in the box. What's in the box? Yep, gotcha. Uh-huh. Dun, 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 dun. I thought he was done for after this, but no, in the next movie he has appeared. And it's like, you should have killed me, Ethan. You should have killed me when you had the chance. That is a good face, man. A face that's going to bring a lot of box office in the years to come, in the weeks and months to come. Yep. By the way, are you insulted or absolutely not with the videos on this VMX channel with your appearance? Would it be interesting to know? I don't even care, guys, because I had a hate channel where they like, oh, he just hates anybody British. This movie has a lot of them, and yet they're interesting. They're not boring. Kid Who Will Be King was awful. It seemed to be written by a 12-year-old. It's just Harry Potter diet, and yet critics thought it was amazing. And I'm like, I didn't like the CG. I didn't like the fact that they tried to make Rebecca look ugly. I'm like, that's impossible. Impossible. It's like trying to make Monica Bellucci unsexy. I'm like, she's a gorgeous woman, guys. It's not something you can hide in makeup and dirt. Yep, they got him. They gassed him. I thought he was dead, but no, they captured him. But he doesn't die. Not even in Fallout. They just catch him again. Hopefully they have a new villain in 7 and they'll do it. I just hope 7 is good. Don't make it 3 hours and then have Vanessa be in the half of the freaking movie. Here comes the goodbye, yeah, when they hug. And it's earned. Same ending as Force Awakens when these two are hugging. I'll be back. Next you have my gorgeous angel. She's done her part and she earned her wings. And she will be back for 7. Yeah, see? And a warm embrace after all she's been through. And nothing is more warm than a woman's, body heat. Hmm. That face, just that face. At least they didn't kill her off. Don't do it, Macquarie. She needs to be in until the very end. Hmm. Oh, I will. In 5 months, I'll see you in Dune. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The channel these hate channels that were like trying to bring me down, saying that I'm a scumbag. I'm like, people just stay. They don't know who they don't know the real me. Oh, the movie's almost over, guys. We're 2 hours and 6 minutes in. Hmm. I think what they're gonna do in 8 is like shut the IMF or like try to blow it up. Uh, please be good, Dune. It will be. There's no way it's gonna be. It's gonna like let me down epically. It would have to be as boring as Sucker Punch to be as disappointing, and it won't. At least when the desert's gonna look like a gold mine with Denis Villeneuve's shooting techniques. If he did a Mission Impossible movie, it's a little too late now. But if he did a action spy thriller, it would work. That's it, guys. That was a lot of fun. Got to see Mission Impossible Rogue Nation once again. This is a great sequel. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I think Levy, I don't think he's seen all the films, and also Kenny hasn't seen all the films either. Watch these movies; they're worth your time. The second one is hard to get through, but if you get through it, you can get through all the rest of the sequels are way better. There she is, my love. Love you, girl. And Tom Cruise, the greatest. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Okay, that's enough of that, guys. And done. We are done with Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And I'm just answering the last thing in the chat. And we're done. So my final thoughts are this movie's amazing. It was the first sequel after Brad Bird. You know, it took a long time to get here. It was 4 years after Ghost Protocol. Worth the wait. Great freaking sequel. And, you know, it still holds up. 5 years later, it still holds up. I can't say the same for some other sequels. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for leaving your comments. Thanks, Josh, for joining me, even though it was brief. I know technical issues. The weather's very hot. I get it. But enjoy your summer, guys. Keep watching my videos. I will come with you with a new review tomorrow, hopefully. And thanks for watching my live stream of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation live commentary. I'm glad I provided with you with some entertainment, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. So, peace, guys.